Hello colleagues, nice to meet you again. This is a teacher standing in front of her class. She is about to start a new lesson, and she asks her students a simple question: what's the weather like today? The students respond in unison: it's sunny and 22 degrees Celsius. The teacher nods and says, great. Can someone please update our daily weather chart? A little girl wearing a red jacket steps forward and confidently takes out a marker to write down the temperature and color in the sun symbol on the class weather chart. The other students watch intently as she updates the chart. Once completed, the students erupt into applause. The teacher smiles and says, "Thank you, Maria. You did a great job." The teacher then turns to the class and asks, "Can you name the different types of weather we have charted so far this month?" The students eagerly share what they remember. "We've had sunny, cloudy, rainy and windy days," says one student. The teacher beams and says, "That's fantastic. You are all doing such a great job keeping track of the weather." As the school year progresses, the students continue to monitor the daily weather conditions and record them on their class weather chart. They also use the chart to answer various weather-related questions posed by their teacher. What was the highest temperature we recorded this week? Which day this month was the rainiest? The students consult the chart and confidently answer their teacher's questions. This is the weather charts method, an effective daily science activity for elementary classrooms. It's perfect for morning meetings or as a quick activity at the start of a lesson. This method is particularly effective in elementary classrooms because it caters to visual and interactive learning styles. Children learn best when they can see and do, and this method provides just that. By assigning a student to update the weather chart each morning, you ensure active participation and ownership of the learning process. Now let's talk about how you can use this method in your classroom. To begin, you'll need to create a simple weather chart. There are plenty of templates available online. If you're feeling creative, you could even ask your students to help make one. Once you have your chart ready, assign a student to be the weather reporter. This responsibility can rotate daily or weekly, giving each student a chance to shine. Provide your weather reporter with a marker or pencil and ask them to check the weather outside before class starts. They can record the temperature, whether it's sunny, cloudy, rainy, or windy, and any other relevant weather information. Encourage your students to ask the weather reporter about the weather each morning and to update the class chart accordingly. But that's not all. You can use the weather chart to introduce more advanced concepts as the year progresses. For example, you could ask your students to calculate the average temperature for the month or to compare the current weather to the same day last year. If your students are working towards becoming digital citizens, you could have them create digital versions of the weather chart using tablets or computers. Here are some additional tips for using the weather charts method effectively. Keep it simple. Break down complex concepts into smaller, more manageable chunks. For example, if you want to teach your students about humidity, don't try to explain everything about it in one go. Instead, break it down into smaller parts and introduce them over several days. Incorporate student input. Ask your students for their thoughts and ideas throughout the learning process. This will help them feel more invested in their learning and more likely to participate. Use colorful, tactile materials. Visual and kinesthetic learners will appreciate the use of bright colors and hands-on activities. Provide opportunities for reflection. After each activity, take some time to reflect on what students did well and what they can improve on. This will help them see their own progress and areas where they need to grow. Modify the approach. Be prepared to modify the approach based on the needs of your students. Some students may need more support, while others may need more enrichment. And there you have it, the weather charts method. It's a simple yet effective way to engage your elementary students in science while catering to different learning styles and promoting active participation. Give it a try and watch your students' interest in science blossom. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome teaching methods. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Happy teaching!